Hey guys, so it's another little fun one. I like doing these little fun ones just because I like to see everyone's rationale and how their mind works. So I saw it was on Instagram. Basically someone was at a convention and he was going around asking some people if you could be a character from any anime, which one would it be? One of them said Trunks, which I mean, Trunks is dope, but depending, I mean, I hope they mean future Trunks. Could be kind of weird to be young Trunks. Uh, I mean, your best pal's Goten. That's pretty cool. But I mean, older Trunks, he has Mai, and Mai's pretty dope. Um, so I hope he meant older, future Trunks, because wanting to be young Trunks is kind of weird. Um, but there was a lot of answers. I think when someone said someone from like Demon Slayer and stuff. But then this man came up, the guy was asking someone, and this man said his answer, and I was like, a man of culture, I see. Because who did he pick? This suave motherfucker right here, Yusuke Urameshi. Now, I think people really undervalue Yusuke, um, not only as a character, but in strength as well. By the end of the series, he's able to basically destroy the planet if he wants to. Like, if he got it's like Genkai said to him, if he got mad and wanted to blow up the planet, he could do so, and no one would be able to be, no one would be strong enough to stop him. Um, but fortunately, he's not that kind of person. Um, but not just because, I mean, again, look at this suave motherfucker right here. Look at the people he has in his life. So you have Kuwabara, one of the coolest friends a person can ask for in any anime. The guy, apart from us knowing that, you know, we're watching him as a character, he doesn't see anyone around him. So when he does those good deeds and is selfless and no one else is around, he's doing it because he knows it's right. It's not like, oh, well, yeah, I gotta do this because what if someone sees me? I gotta I gotta make a good impression. No, he does what he knows is right, no matter if anyone's watching or not. He's selfless, he's loyal, he's courageous, he's a good friend, and he keeps Yusuke in line. Um, of course, you know, Keiko does that, but Kuwabara does it in a different way. Um, Kuwabara also is a gentle heart. He's got Aikachi, his little female cat. And it's like what they say, if a guy is great with cats, he's got a gentle heart. Um, he's also got his sister that he deals with all the time, and that's kind of built him as, his character. Um, and Shizuru's cool. But then there's Hiei and Kurama, Kurama, the kind of wise figure who's wise beyond his years because even though he's 15 in that body, he's actually hundreds of thousands of years old. So he's like, "Oh, hey, Kurama, I got a problem." And he's like, "All right, Yusuke, what is it?" And he's like, "I need help with this." It's like, I know exactly what to do." He's like, "I knew I could come to you, Kurama." Um, and let's just Kurama's hair is gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Yeah, it's flawless. His hair just um, but he's also gentle. Same thing with Kuwabara. He's gentle and being able to manipulate plants and has a wide array of poisons and antidotes and medicinal, kinds of things going on. A good friend to have. You've got Hiei, who, despite all this, and I don't want to be around you. He's a good person. He given his backstory and how much of a messed up life he had from his birth and being thrown off the ice island where from in the sky where his people lived to being abandoned by the bandits who adopted him, to losing his mother Stone, to finding out that his sister's been kidnapped by humans and essentially being tortured, and who knows what else. The guy's had a rough life. And yet all that, he still found it in his somehow in his heart to become a better person. He's like Vegeta, which he was kind of based on Vegeta anyway. You know, he starts as a bad person and then he has this character arc where he slowly becomes more of a good guy, and then by the end he is a good guy and he cares about others even though he's not outwardly going to say it. And then we have Keiko, who for 3 years this chick waited for Yusuke. She saved herself for 3 years. This dude's in Demon World, having fun, blowing crap up with his new powers, being in tournament, you know, the Demon World tournament, and there she is. She's in school, an all-girls school, with an all-male, you know, a boys' school right next door, and she still waits for him. She still waits for him. She's loyal. And sometimes I think that he's part Saiyan because, you know, Saiyans have got the thing for strong women. Keiko's definitely one of those. And when it's like with Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, they don't mean strong physically. They mean strong will, strong, you know, personality, morals, and that's like it's like Vegeta and Bulma. Bulma isn't physically strong, but she keeps Vegeta's ass in line. She doesn't take his shit, and he likes that. Keiko doesn't take his shit, and he likes that. He knows he needs her to keep him in line. Um, he's also demon. I mean, the guy died twice. He died once as a human, came back as human, dies again, comes back as a demon. By the end of the series, he's able to, if he just went back to Sensui, bitch slap Sensui, fighting on par with the demon kings of Demon World. And as long as he keeps care of him and takes care of himself, he's going to live essentially not forever, but for thousands of years. I mean, he goes back to his dad, Ryzen. He's like, "Well, I wasn't tough enough to take the crown," and Ryzen's like, "Yeah, you'll need another like 300 years," and he'll still look like that in 300 years. 300 years, he'll still look like that. So why would I want to be Yusuke? Again, look at this suave motherfucker. Between that and his friends, even long after Keiko's gone, because again, Keiko, Kuwabara, Shizuru, his mom, Genkai, all of them, well, manga Genkai is dead. Once she died, she died. Anime brought her back to kind of be in the series still. But talking about the anime here, but all the humans he knows, they're gonna die. He's gonna outlive all of them by thousands of years. But he's not gonna be alone. He's still gonna have Kurama and Hiei and Chu and Jin and Rinku and Enki and Botan and Koenma. Well, even though Koenma's like, I guess our next meeting will be more formal. You know, basically saying, oh yeah, I won't be seeing you again until you die. Which I doubt that. I mean, there was the OVA where he kind of has to go to Spirit World to save everyone. Which, by the way, if you haven't seen that, go watch it. Amazing. But he's still going to have everyone. So, I mean, it's not like he'll be alone. I mean, imagine living for thousands of years and being by yourself. You know, being a demon in a human world where everyone's just dying around you. But no, there's Demon World, and he has Kurama and Hiei and all his pals. Hokushin and all the other monks, and Yomi, with he occasionally pops up, and Makuro, but I think the biggest reason why I wanna be Yusuke, if I could pick anyone to be Yusuke, that right there, that it's such a simple technique, and yet it would be so satisfying. So satisfying. I think of all the moves I've seen in anime, Kamehameha, amazing. Rasengan, Chidori, awesome. But there's something so amazing and so simplistic about the spirit gun. I know people in Dragon Ball Z, you know, Frieza's just, and he blows up the planet with a finger. But there's just something so amazing about the spirit gun. I don't know what it is. It's hard to describe, but You know, I mean, if anyone can kind of, you're like, no, I could completely understand, and I get it. If you can kind of put it into words, that'd be great. But there's just something so amazing about, just holding your finger out and just spirit gun. You don't even have to say it actually. It's just what anime guys do. People in anime, they just love to say the names of their attacks and spells and moves, and it doesn't really do anything because we've seen like Goku, you know, doing that, and he doesn't really have to say anything. He's like, hey, I'm letting you know what's coming. I'm letting you know that you're in for some major crap right now. Um, because we've seen him plenty of times, power and fire it off without saying anything. Um, so it's just an anime kind of thing where, oh, we gotta say the name of our blasts here. Um, but then he's got the Spirit Wave, which is really an amazing move. It could be offensive, it can be defensive. You can use it to heal people and restart people's hearts. You can use it as like a barrier. I mean, pretty much whatever your imagination allows. So, I mean, you can manipulate it in so many ways. You can have it as like an outer wall type of barrier. You can have it, you know, sky's the limit. Um, he's got the shotgun, Spirit shotgun, which is really, really cool. I mean, he's like Naruto. He doesn't have a huge arsenal of skills and moves. He's got the spirit gun. He's got the spirit wave. He's got the spirit shotgun. And I mean, that's pretty much it. He doesn't really have a whole lot. Um, he's got his demon form, which is amazing, with the long hair and the tribal tattoos all over him. Amazing. Um, But yeah, it's just something so simple and so amazing about being able to stick your finger out and just casually, just phew. I mean, Goku did that in a tournament of power. When he started doing that, was against Kale and Caulifla. He's got his fingers out, he's doing that. I'm like, is freaking Goku ripping off my boy Yusuke? Is Goku doing a freaking spirit gun? Is he just sitting there like, two, two, two? Um, but I just, he's one of those characters that, I mean, it's kind of like a trope in anime where he starts out with almost nothing and then he has everything by the end. But again, he's great friends, loyal girlfriend who, again, 3 years she waited for him, and even though in this moment she was like, you know what, I'm done waiting for him. I'm done. He's not coming back from Demon World. He cares more about fighting than. But then he shows up, and they share that kiss that we were waiting for 112 episodes, and yeah, it's good stuff. When it finally happens, you're like, oh yes, thank you. We've been waiting 112 episodes for this. Episode 1, you could sense the tension between them. You knew they liked each other. And there's so many instances where they came so close, and then this is the moment, the final episode. They finally lock lips, and it's and the one reaction you get is from Botan saying bingo. Like, oh my. But I mean, the friends are amazing. His girlfriend is amazing. Um, the being part of two worlds, the human world and demon world, and even after everyone who's human dies, you still have a life. You can go to demon world and meet some sweet, sweet honey over there and have a demon family who's not going to die in just 100 years, who's going to live for thousands of years. I mean, Rinku looks like a kid. He's like 300. So, um, but yeah, if I could choose any anime character to be, I would be Yusuke. Simple. Um, has a great group of friends. You know, limited abilities to use, but they're so satisfying. The spirit wave. I mean, helping people. I mean, I can think of 1,000,001 ways to use the spirit wave. You know, offensive, defensive, healing. Um, but just something so simple. Just um, but yeah. So the question is, if you could be any anime character, who would you be? And give me a legitimate reason, and not some stupid crap like, oh, he gets all the bitches. Because I mean, that's can't you do that right now, right? So, um, yeah, let me know below. But that's gonna do it for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.